alluring peak. We, Team ILM, solemnly swear to bring in fun in Learn. ILM was founded with a vision by a set of dreamers who wanted to make a change in the society. A vision that energizes us and gives us direction. I request our trustee, Dr. Mateen, to share the same with all of us.
Very good morning to all of you. Parents, teachers, staff, trustees, and my dear children. What a great journey it's been. This is the 10th year of ILM. I must congratulate the kids and the teachers who have worked hard to choreograph a wonderfully educational program for this annual day, the first outside ILM premises. The originality, the creativity, and innovation is highly appreciated. You just saw this annual program, which is not just aimless jumping around to Bollywood songs, imitating rather than creating ingenuity, originality, the wonder of creativity that people have. It is this commitment to the human genius that distinguishes ILM. We believe in giving opportunity for kids to flower their potential, to maximize their potential. And how do we do it? By creating an environment that stimulates, that provokes, and inspires the imagination rather than curbing free thinking. We believe in the beauty of a child's mind, and in doing so, we appreciate the mastercraft of the Creator Most High. In providing great mentors to our children, ILM has worked hard. We worked hard to select the best of teachers for our children. We have software engineers teaching elementary and Montessori children. We have PhDs teaching mathematics and science to these little kids. And these are teachers who are here not for a remuneration, but for a passion to teach, with a passion to have a vision for a great future for the kids and for the country. And these are teachers with vast life experiences, multiple talents. I was just speaking to Pritesh, our teacher, and among many, many things, she's deeply interested in baking, cooking, science, and that's the inquisitive mind that we really want, and this vast experience, multiple talents, and most importantly, a childlike curiosity and a lifelong passion for learning. You know, when teachers lose the passion for learning, when teachers stop questioning themselves, that's not a good teacher, you know, somebody who keeps rutting and telling the same things again and again. It is these teachers which provide that environment of thinking. It is this curiosity of the mind that we infect our children with, encouraging questions and guiding them to sources of knowledge, guiding them on how to get answers to their inquisitive minds. Friends, parents, this is indeed a fascinating journey of exploration and learning, looking at the world, asking questions. However, it must be said that creating brilliant minds is not an end in itself. And this is where the importance of ILM must be underlined. Brilliance must be molded in good character. For character is the highest value. Knowledge that we acquire should reinforce faith. Faith and create a confident mind, hopeful, a mind that is hopeful, that looks forward and is confident in the grace of the bountiful Creator, full of hope and trust in the future, in the eternal truth, that truth shall prevail always and every time. We need children with minds that are sensitive, minds that feel the pain and suffering of others, which empathize and respond with sacrifice and kindness. We desire these children who develop integrity in their character, in their personalities, imbibing through their teachers the value of saying please, the value of saying thank you, the value of saying sorry. We intend to create such clean-hearted children because these are the future of this great country of ours that we deeply love and join together in celebrating its rich diversity and the richness of our culture. ILM is very inclusive, very accommodative, and together in this rich diversity, let's move forward. Let's look at a world 20 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, when these kids should be leading the world with their personalities, with their knowledge, with their confidence, with their moral uprightness. A world with greater equanimity, where there is no so much suffering, where corruption is uprooted, where there is a commitment to truth, to justice, to peace, and equality among people. It is this world that we dream, for which ILM is a molding ground for the future citizens of this country and a world which is growing smaller and smaller. Friends, teachers, we appreciate your participation in this journey, which is part of a vision that we try hard. We hope to succeed. We pray to the Almighty that He gives us the courage to continue with the same zeal, with the same vigor, and with the same hope for a bright future for our children, for the country, and for the world. Thank you very much for being part of this journey. Thanks.
Marcel Proust once said, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." After human beings came into existence for hundreds of thousands of years, our eyes became our guides to the world around us. But some curious souls sought visions beyond what our eyes could show us. There was so much that remained unseen and hence unexplained. that it became imperative for us to peel the layers and reveal what lies underneath. But what is beyond what we can see? What is beyond the visible? What does this invisible world look like? Who took the first step in this direction? And where are we now? If any of you have pondered these questions, the upper elementary students of ILM are here with a bold and entertaining multilingual attempt at showing a montage from the unseen world, a world hidden in plain sight, presenting to you an amalgamation of physics, chemistry, math, and biology, aided ably by poetry and humor, all written in house, beyond the visible.
Once upon a time, the world as we know it was seen only through our eyes. It was full of large animals and plants, seas and rivers, clouds and mountains. It was full of all things visible. But human curiosity wouldn't let him rest. What was beyond what we could see?
What is beyond what I can see? Last week, I felt sick and I don't know how. What caused it? Eyes going red. This runny nose. Late last night. Oh, my temperature rose. Who? Where? What is making me miserable? Is it an enemy of mine or something mythical? What troubles me? Whence did it come? I'm losing sleep over it and then some. What could and should I add to my weak eyes to see the parts of the world super tiny in size?
In the 1590s, an optician from Holland put together a pair of lenses to make a simple magnification device. And it was almost as if a door opened to a new world inside our world. This world, the world beyond the visible world, was both important and beautiful. Suddenly, a lot of things began to make sense.
This is amazing.
Adbhut. Bhoot kirere, bhoot. Not bhoot, Baba, Adbhut.
Oh,
A little bit of metal, a little bit of glass. When they are put together, what magic, alas! A world comes forward, unknown and unseen, all around us, all this while. Has it been? My eyes are 1x, and there is a lot I can't see. But this microscope is going to help me appeal to the higher powers of 10. Get it, get it? Come with me, let me take you on this exciting journey of discovery. Let's play detective and unearth the secrets of everything. Let's be the Edelweiss, the harbingers of the science spring. Oh, what do we have here?
Do you know who's the best bodybuilder on earth? 50 times their own weight of strength? There's no doubt. For every human, there are a million of us around. We use chemicals for talking and vibration for sound. From dinosaur era, right till this day, we have survived and from all the sunshine made hay. Farmers of aphids to the sugar drums and honeydew. This is a superpower. What have you?
Ooh, I learned something new right there. But what if I was to dig deeper or just look closer? Who knows what lies in wait for me to unearth? Oh, la la la, what have we here? A hair strand? This is a hair strand, and there is plenty to know here. Seemingly useless, covering our crowns, varied in colors, blacks, reds, and browns, growing 10 miles in a lifetime. Oh dear, hair in the drain. Oh, have no fear. 50 to 100 strands get lost daily, and still we are as hairy as a chimpanzee. Oh, that was so enlightening. I didn't know our hair grows nearly 10 miles in our lifetime. But what makes these hair strands? Is there something smaller I can look at? गब्बर, बाल की खाल मत निकाल गब्बर, मेरे हाथ तो तूने काट लिए, अब क्या बाल भी काटेगा?
ठाकुर जी, ये साइंटिस्ट है, गब्बर नहीं। ये केवल आपके सुंदर और घने बाल का राज जानना चाहते हैं।
नवरत्न लाल तेल, बेटा ठंडा ठंडा कूल कूल। What must I do to see what more is there? I've already seen 10x, an ant, and 100x hair. Hey microscope, if I zoom in more, will I be able to see? Will I be able to explore?
What is that?
Looks like a lot of jiggly wiggly things enclosed in a jiggly wiggly space.
It must be what all living things are made up of. Like a unit, like a building block.
Leeuwenhoek, a Dutch microbiologist, taught himself how to make microscopes and looked at these building blocks from various sources like dirty water, bread mold, and his own mouth. But it was Robert Hooke who named these building blocks a cell. Cellula in Latin means small room. But my oh my, do I hear more here?
What are cells? What do they really do? Well, I'm here to answer it for all of you. Every single function any living thing needs, from breathing to digesting to other miscellaneous needs. A cell can be the full organism or one of loads that make him up and also saving life codes. They make all proteins and all hormones and everything else, the skin, the muscle, the bones.
Glucose and oxygen in, CO2 and energy leave, the miraculous cell can work. What they can achieve, like the grains of sand that make a tall hill, each tiny cell fuels the whole creature's mill.
This microscope is fantastic. Now we can see what we're all made up of.
But is this all the microscope can show us? Do we get to see more?
Only one way to find out. Let's zoom in.
Ooh, look, the jiggly wiggly things inside the jiggly wiggly cell are visible now.
But what are they?
I am an organism and I have organs. But cells are too small. So they have organelles? Oh yes, that sounds about right. Organelles. Stomach, brains, lungs and heart of a whole. They are apart. My organs performing their tasks. Who are you and what do you do? My mind asks.
Mighty mitochondria, the organelle in chief. In energy shorted times, your source of relief. With double walls and wrinkly folds called cristae, we take our ATP job seriously. My dear bestie, not only energy, we provide pedigree information. Matriarchs, that's what we are, miracles of creation.
Hey, mitochondrion, hold your horses, man. No one can do what a nucleus can. In the cytoplasm jelly, I run the show when the cell divides and how those grow. You're born a boy or a girl is where I begin. Your nose long or short is where I come in. What you are and how you behave is for me to decide, like mom or dad or uncle or aunt. To me, it's all tied.
Oh, wow, this is amazing. As we dig deeper, more and more treasures we find. This is more knowledge than centuries worth combined. Than centuries worth combined. And this nucleus thing got me really interested in this magnification enterprise. Now I am truly invested.
So we zoom in a bit more? Why not? I say, let's do it.
Wait, it looks like we have hit the limit of what light can show us. We now need electrons to show us details further.
Electron microscopy? Okay, let's go for it.
This is beautiful. It feels like we are in some kind of a magic land. But what are these twisted ropes? And what are those bridges connecting them?
The molecule of life, built to divide. It passes its code, it's meant to survive. Half from the mom, half from the dad, makes you one whole for good or bad. DNA predicts the color of your hair, of your eyes, or whether you're dark or fair. DNA is made up of two anti-parallel strands, joined together by ATGC, tightly holding hands. The combinations of ATGC, simply called genes, decide if you can digest milk or wheat or beans. DNA decides when it's time to stop growing or if you'll have frizzy curls or smooth tresses flowing. DNA can tell whence from your family came, royalty or commoner. DNA can unfurl your name. If a crime is committed and DNA is found, matching it with suspects makes evidence sound. Learning from its environment, DNA evolves. It's safe to say that around DNA, our life revolves.
Is it really so? I'm not very clear how this works. Can you please explain? Do we have to do it today? Can't we do it tomorrow?
नहीं, कबीर जी ने कहा है कल करे सो आज करे सो अब, पल में प्रलय होगी फिर बहुरी करेगा कब?
No, that is an old saying. The new one is आज करे सो कल करे सो परसों. इतनी भी क्या जल्दी है जब जीना है बरसों. Oh, hello, Yo-Yo Kabir Singh. We'll follow the original Kabir ji.
Human red blood cells can have antigen proteins A or B in them. Sometimes they contain both A and B, and sometimes neither of them. The presence or absence of A or B proteins gives you your blood groups. In humans, there are two genes that determine your blood groups. You get one from your father and one from your mother. Depending on which genes you receive, you have particular blood groups.
That's a lot of words. Let's explain it using some colors, shall we?
Sure, let's assign blue color to protein A and yellow color to protein B. Absence of both these colors is O, the transparent one.
Let's say these two are the father genes.
And let's say these two are the mother genes.
So the father's blood group is?
A.
And the mother's blood group is?
B.
If the genes A from the father and O from the mother combine, the child will have the blood group A. If the genes O from the father and O from the mother combine, the child will have the blood group O.
But if the genes O from the father and B from the mother combine, the child will have the blood group B. And finally, if the genes A from the father and B from the mother combine, the child will have the blood group AB. Each blood group having an equal probability of 25% occurring.
Oh wow, this is amazing. Mathematics and biology? Does nature function according to maths?
Math is our way of making sense of what's around. How tall, how deep, how thick, how turbid. Nature existed long before we all did. But it all made sense once numbers were invented, from the tiniest to the mightiest, then relented. We began to understand the mystery of the globe, with constants, variables, and operators to probe.
Oh, this is wild. I never knew math would become the king of all subjects. I wonder if electron microscopy can help us unravel mysteries tinier than DNA. Oh, all this probing has made me so tired. I need some coffee.
Just zoom in a bit more and coffee will appear. But how?
Once humans had conquered the invisible, their curiosity led them into probing what was even smaller. But then microscopy began to hit the limits of magnification. The electron microscopes couldn't show us what was beyond. So humans invented microscopes that could feel without touching. Much like how we can figure out something is hot just by taking our hands close to it. The name coined was atomic force microscopy, and it helped humans sense what molecules look like. This is for the audience. Do any of you know which molecule in coffee makes your brain alert? That's correct. And which molecule gives chocolate their characteristic flavor? That's correct. So let's zoom in and check out what these molecules look like using our atomic force microscope.
Presenting to you the two pillars of tired, irritable humans, caffeine and theobromine. Oh, wait, let me make it simpler. Coffee and chocolate. The mystery of coffee brewing in a pot, liquid happiness served every morning hot. Sleepyheads wake up with an energy shot. Lazy ones work, not so lazy ones work a lot. The mystery of coffee brewing in a pot, liquid happiness served every morning hot. Lazy ones work. Sleepyheads wake up with an energy shot. Lazy ones work, not so lazy ones work a lot.
Milk or dark, flavored or white, this one thing sets all wrongs right. Feeling sad? Chocolate lifts your mood. Chocolate doesn't judge. Chocolate isn't rude. All celebrations light up with cocoa. Away from chocolate, there's nowhere you can go.
On and on, humans went, zooming in further and further. And then eventually, atoms came inside, in a manner of speaking. Using atomic force microscopy, we could see fuzzy outlines that were atoms and how neatly they arranged themselves in matter.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's examine the minutest thing we can see. Atoms!
Yay, let's go!
Lo and behold, the root of all things you see. Here I am, the atom, and I'm extremely tiny. At my core, I'm all positive and full of energy. I'm in everything, and everything has me.
But dear atom, who's talking?
All of universe since the Big Bang came about. Since the Big Bang came about, I joined hands with my fellows to make others sprout. Hydrogens became helium, helium joined more. From needles to the sun, its atoms galore.
Will we ever know what exactly an atom contains?
Maybe we won't, maybe we will. But Matt to our rescue. Take a chill pill. Thomson and Chadwick and Rutherford, Niels Bohr and Einstein, no one ignored. They worked and worked, and atom structure revealed. The work is still on. Who knows what the future will yield? Made up of protons and neutrons at their core, and electrons going round where? I'm not too sure.
Atoms make all the matter around us, whether living or non living. Everything you see is made up of atoms. On this note, the entire upper elementary team comes together to summarize our findings from today.
That was a brilliant performance by the upper elementary children for these children. When pronounced, sounds as ilm. Ilm means knowledge. ILM believes in imparting knowledge of the known and the wisdom in recognizing that there is more. Thank you, dear parents, for choosing this unconventional but objective path for your children. Team ILM is swelled up in joy watching our children explore their horizons. With heartfelt bliss, I now invite Mr. Navid Alam to deliver the vote of thanks and offer concluding remarks. Over to you.
Good afternoon. Yes, we have come to the end of this day's proceedings. I'd like to, as you have seen, a lot of hard work would have gone into this. Getting your children to perform is not easy. All right? It's a very, very difficult thing. Over the last several months, I have also been teaching all the elementary children. So I know what exactly they are capable of and how difficult it is to even get them to sit down and listen. So for the teachers to have put this whole show together is really, it's an amazing feat. All right? We would like to thank all the teachers for that. I'd like to have all the teachers here on stage. I will call the names. Can we have Lubna and Sheetal? They are the ones who are handling the pre-primary section and the most difficult to get those little children, and none of them had rehearsed. Remember, they have never seen the stage before, and yet they came and did the task very well. That's Lubna and that is Sheetal. Thank you so much. Can I have Aparna on stage, please? And Naveen. Can we also have Baliga, who is our parent turned teacher? They are managing the lower elementary children, and that was a wonderful script, as you saw, written by Aparna and choreographed by all the three of them. May I now call on stage Pritesh, Firdos, Savita, Arshima. Do we have Arshima here? Yes, Arshima has recently joined us. They are your upper elementary teachers, masters and doctors teaching your little ones. All right, so thank you so much, everybody. We also have one surprise entry. Can we have Rekha Ishwardas on the stage, please? Do you know Rekha Ishwardas? Yeah, until last year, she was the one who used to stand here on this, giving the vote of thanks. I'm having to do her job. Rekha has rejoined as the elementary Montessori coordinator and pre-primary Montessori coordinator. She has been helping us out with all the Montessori stuff. Thank you so much, but this team would not be complete without our helpers who are always around putting things together. May I call them here? Romana Akka, please come on the stage. Manjula Akka, Prema Akka, Krishna Veniaka and Shivamaka. So everybody, this is the ILM team, and we also have the trustees here, of course. But these are the implementers. These are the people who are constantly with your children. So the good or the bad, it comes from them. Okay, don't blame me. The one who has put this whole show together practically, and that is Reshma. She is our admin. She is the one who keeps the school together. She is the face of the school. Everything administrative, she is the person you contact. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for everyone?